And now join us here on the Inland Sports Show. They are first place in the land of the Big Eight right now. The Norco High School baseball team, the Cougars, sitting on top. Big win against Centennial on Monday. They'll see the Huskies again if you're watching the show live and amplified. They're playing maybe right now here on a Wednesday evening. But the Cougars joining us here in a pre-recorded interview. Guys, first off, thank you so much. I'm going to get to all of you here. Let me start with Cole first. Cole Hansen. I've got him on my screen right now. And Cole, listen, man, I know the Big 8 league is always tough. Every single game, every time you guys take the field, you're in a battle. But Corona, man, a traditional powerhouse. I've got so much respect for them and Coach Andy Wise. But to sweep the Panthers, how big was that for you guys in your program?
Yeah, definitely. It was a great win for us. We went into the series knowing it was going to be a tough series. Corona's a great team and they didn't go down easy. We had to really put up a fight, but we went in and we said, you know what? This is our shot. We want to win league. We have to beat Corona. That's our only option. So we went in with that go get it mentality and we just knew we had to fight till the end.
So it sounds like you guys like to basically control your own destiny, right? Like, hey, if we take care of our own business, we don't have to worry about what other teams are doing.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Cole, let me go now to Cameron Kim here. And Cam, looking at that Corona series and just looking at the Big 8 league as a whole, what do you think you guys need to do well, the rest of the way here through league play to come out on top and have a league championship, when it's all said and done?
Honestly, going into the Big 8 league, going into league play, we really, thought about coming together as a team and being able to mesh together well because last year we didn't really have that and we didn't really play good in the league last year. So we made it clear to everybody on the team to compete together. If we're going to lose, we're going to lose together. And obviously, if we're going to win, we're going to win together. So we really had to come to a conclusion and do our best to, mesh well as a team and compete as a group. And so I think for the rest of the season, we can't just sleep on either Centennial or Roosevelt. They are both really scrappy teams. So I think as long as we keep our energy high, keep meshing as a team, everything will work out for us.
All right, Cam, not that you guys were flying under the radar, but, if you look at the weekly, CIF Southern Section rankings and those polls that come out, of course, you look at Division I and you see Corona ranked and you see like King ranked. Do you feel like you guys were maybe being slept on at all or maybe flying under the radar? I knew you were good and I knew you were going to make some noise in D2, but do you feel like maybe some teams were talking more about the other teams in the Big Eight and less about Norco going into the season?
Yeah, definitely. I've always felt like Norco's always been an old school. And we've always, kept to ourselves and tried our best to stay humble and stay with us. And, looking at the rankings every day and seeing schools that we've competed really well against up higher and higher every week, it's definitely made us think about, why aren't we ranked that high? Until recently when we started, LA Times started coming out and PBR started coming out and we started increasing on the rankings. And I think we don't really worry about the rankings too much, but seeing these teams being able to rank high, it really gave us a motivation and a little bit of more fight in each and every game we played.
Absolutely, good stuff there, Cam. Let me go to Grant Gray now, and Grant. Do you feel like the Cougars are peaking right now? Do you feel like you're playing some of your best baseball right now?
No, we still have to clean some stuff up. I feel like the best baseball needs to be played during playoffs, but I feel like we have some stuff that we know that we need to work on, and if we get it together, it can be scary.
So it must be pretty exciting, though. You've already beaten some really good teams. You're 19-3 overall. You're first place in the Big 8, but you still feel like, guys, we still haven't reached our potential, man. We can still be even better before playoffs. Yeah,
even in the games that we've won, whether they're close or they're not close, we've always had some mistakes there that could really help us in those close games.
All right, Grant, before we get to your boy Jacob Kruzwicki, is he a gamer? Like, he looks like he's like playing some games. Like, I don't know. There he is.
I felt like that was coming.
I mean, I have a good setup. I mean, I got it before school happened in COVID. So, I mean, yeah.
So, Jacob, what you're telling me is that your whole setup there, that was for school, right? For studies,
Mainly,
for Zoom, for the remote learning, right?
At least, yeah, that's what my parents think. Yeah.
Yeah, you popped up on my Zoom. I'm like, dude, he's a gamer. I wonder what he's playing over there. Is he like live streaming to people? What's going on? So, but Jacob, man, listen, what a great season so far. Do you still feel like, though, kind of echoing what the other guys said, that, you know, there's still unfinished business, like what Grant said? You guys can still get better. You guys can still, you know, reach these big lofty goals of, you know, winning a Big 8 league championship, which means so much. I mean, there's so many good teams and players and coaches, like winning a Big 8 league title means so much. But do you feel like, hey, you know, you still have big goals in front of you? Like, you know, why not CIF, right? Why not go all the way?
Yeah, of course. The main goal, is to go all the way to the finalists, hopefully play that Dodger Stadium. And we feel like we can go to that, and there still needs to be a lot of work done. I mean, every game that we've won so far, we still have little mistakes here and there. And if we clean those up, we'll be a dangerous team.
Yeah, absolutely. What would you say are some of those areas that you feel like the Cougars can still get better at?
We need to put the ball in play a little bit more. We have a few strikeouts that are crucial. We leave runners on sometimes, you know. Luckily, that didn't bite us in the butt last game against Centennial, and then some throwing in here and there, but nothing too major.
Do you feel like you guys play a lot of close games? Like you always have to kind of find a way to, you know, scratch out some runs here or there, or find a way to win some of those, you know, more competitive games?
Not really. I mean, we've had a few here and there, but obviously the Corona game that we played, the last one, we had a huge lead right away, so that one wasn't close. But the Centennial one was, yes, yeah.
Yeah, what was it, 2-1, I think, on Monday? Does that sound right?
Yeah, 2-1.
Yeah, so that was a nice win to keep you guys going in Big 8 league play here. 19-3 overall, 8-2 in league action. Guys, you know, what's it like on the team this season? Are you guys tight off the field? Are you pretty close? Is it a fun-loving group? Are you guys, like, pretty serious? I mean, how would you kind of describe it? And I'll just work my way backwards now. I'll start with you, Jacob. You know, how would you kind of describe what this group is like this season?
We're a big family, you know. We always hang out constantly, and compared to last year, we had little problems here and there, and this year's a lot better. You know, we always hang out. We just came from a team meal right now, and yeah.
All right, so Grant, what was the team meal, and who gets to pick? Like, how does that all work out?
It's usually who hosts it is usually whoever picks the food, but I think it was pork and mac and cheese. I'm pretty sure what it was.
Yeah.
But I think, I mean, we have team meal about twice a week, at least once, maybe twice a week. So, you know, we're always with each other off the field. So I feel like it's definitely helped us come together.
Yeah, you know, that was my next question, Grant. Do you feel like it helps? Does it feel like, you know, the more you guys are around each other, you know, like, I don't know, I had a brother, like the more I was around him, the more I just wanted to like strangle him and beat him up. But it sounds like you guys actually want to be around each other.
Well, yeah, you know, I mean, we're a big family. You know, when we're together, we get to learn about each other, you know, about things that aren't just in the baseball realm. You know, we get to learn things that are out of school, out of baseball. So, you know, it's cool hanging out with everyone.
All right, Grant, thanks for that. Let me go to Cameron next. And Cam, tell me something about you that most people do not know. Like, you know, Grant was just talking about getting to know each other a little bit more, and right, you know, knowing each other on a closer personal level, being a family on that baseball team. What's something about Cameron Kim that most people might not know?
Honestly, I mean, obviously my teammates know this about me, but ever since Coach Rose, he came back to the program, he's gotten me into cornhole. I'm super into cornhole. So I throw bags. And so, yeah, that's one thing that a lot of people don't know about me. I'll post it here and there on social media that I'm playing, but that's something that, you know, I'm going to enter a tournament soon for the first time. So that should be pretty cool. Hopefully I go pretty far. But yeah, cornhole is definitely my new hobby. Yeah.
Hey, if baseball doesn't work out, you can always fall back on cornhole, man. I know, like on the 4th of July, turn on ESPN, like they got the pros on there. They're all sponsored out, man. You could be one of those guys.
Yeah, maybe one day you'll see me on TV.
You're like, hey, that's Cameron Kim. He used to be pretty good at baseball, but he's really good at cornhole.
Yep.
He's the man. And Cole, listen, obviously you guys are very tight. I can definitely feel that vibe with you guys. How do you think that pays off on the diamond or even at practice? Like, is it a way that you guys can maybe have some don't know if you call it tough love, but you can be real with one another, right? Like, hey guys, we need to clean this up. We need to be better here. Just, for the betterment of the team, you guys can be, if you're close, you can be real with one another, right?
Right. Yeah, definitely at practice, we have our fair share of fun, but when we get on the field, it's time to work. We don't have any time to waste. If we want to be what we want to be in the future, we have to work as hard as we can. And I think that really translates when we get on the field, because we know that each of us has each other's backs. We know if the offense isn't producing as much as we like to, we know our pitching staff's going to be lights out. And if the pitching staff's giving up 5, 6, 7 runs, we know our offense is going to be on fire, and we have to do what it takes to win. So I think that mentality in practice and that preparation really translates to the game.
That's awesome. Guys, let's finish on this. I know baseball guys, or some of them are pretty superstitious, right? Like they got to eat the same pregame meal. They don't want to touch the line as they jump onto the diamond. They hop over it. They've always got to have big league chew or whatever. Any of you guys have something that you have to do like every single game day, like eat the same lunch, wear the same socks, you wear the same undershirt, you don't jump on the lines? Any of you, I see Cole saying no, but some of you guys got to do. I know you baseball guys are wacky.
Yeah. I definitely have some superstitions. If you ask Cole, he'll say he doesn't believe in them, which it's understandable. But, one thing I do is right when I come out of the locker room, I go straight to the edge of the dugout. We have like a little fence that everybody leans on, and I place my bat on the edge of that fence, leaning against it every single time. And then on our bat rack, deeper into the dugout, I always put my my helmet on top of that. So that's one superstition. Every single game since freshman year, I've done that.
Awesome. Thanks, Cam. Grant, Jacob, you guys got anything?
Yeah, I have one. It's
go Jacob. Go, Jacob.
Yeah, I have one. It's whenever I put my elbow guard on, I always put my elbow guard on first and then my batting gloves. And I feel like that will help me. But if that doesn't work out, I'll swap it and put my batting gloves on first and then my elbow guard.
So Jacob, do you feel like if you don't do it in that order, is it in your head like you go to the plate, you're like, oh man, I don't feel right. Like this feels weird.
Yeah, sometimes I'll put my gloves on. I'm like, no, that's not right. I need to take it off and then put my elbow guard back on.
And Grant, did you have something as well?
Every game since Monday last week against Corona, I've eaten Taco Bell every single game day, but every single game day. And also whenever we hit wiffle balls at away games, I always go first, even though Cole wants to argue with me about it. I go first.
That is true. He does go first.
Dude, and Grant, you're killing it right now, man. You and Taco Bell are just killing it. What's your go-to? What's the meal? Now I'm curious. Are you a chalupa guy? You nachos? Like, what do you do?
No, I'm a quesadilla guy. I usually get the chicken quesadilla, and then I'll usually get three soft tacos.
See, dude, I'm working for you, Grant, because now they have all this name, image, likeness stuff. We'll make sure we tag Taco Bell on this interview. We'll get you hooked up, man. So when you're making millions, give me a little kick down, all right? At least some chalupas or something.
Seriously.
Listen, guys, you are the best, man. I really appreciate your time. Congrats to the great start so far. I know we still got a couple weeks of league, and then hopefully it's a long playoff run. You guys can string together a couple wins here and get to a championship game. So Cole, Cam, Grant, Jacob, guys, thank you so much, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you very much for having us on.
You got it. That's the Norco High School Cougars here on the Inland Sports Show.